All right, y'all. Listen. Oh, all right, y'all. Yeah, I've been asleep. So fill me in on what's been going on. Fill me in on the real situation. Because the site previously known as Twitter, let's start at the beginning. Right. About half an hour ago, Cassie woke me up wanting a wee. So I took her outside. Thought, oh, I'll just check to see if they've caught this runaway Spider-Man. And there's a lot of conflicting reports that they may have closed in on him. They found his shoes. Yeah, yeah. I've got the scanner on. The scanner's in the background. But I seem to have missed something significant here. So 16 minutes ago, this dude here. Multiple police scanner reports of a dispatch asking for resources to help set up a perimeter at Route 80 north of Fairview Road. So Fairview Road is the road that leads from Wynn Hollow Road, where they seem to have been for the last day or so. Thank you, Lynn, for being a member for 11 months. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm getting that they've found some shoes. And you see dogs. Are you there, Teresa? It's 4:11 a.m. for you. Oh, it's currently 3:15. So you know what? I'm now wide awake. Cassie normally gets me up, right? Usually a little bit later than this. She doesn't seem to be able to hold a bladder for a whole night, even though she's 2 years old. She should be able to. She tends to wake me up. I think she just wants to go and have a nosy outside, really. That's the real aim. But I should have just gone back to bed rather than just saying, oh, just check to see what's going on with Spider-Man. I should have just done that, just not done it. Should have just gone back to bed. But I'm wide awake now, so you can keep me company while I'm checking out this supposed sighting. So apparently they found some shoes, but it's unconfirmed whether it's his shoes. And it seems to be that it's the scanner activity that's got the site previously known as Twitter all a buzz. Tweeting like you wouldn't believe. Is it 10 a.m. at night for you? That's it. Sorry, 10 p.m. 10 p.m. for you. Hello, Liplocked. The sighting is unconfirmed. However, 2 drones, helicopter, and bloodhounds, according to Philly Fox News. Yeah, it seems to be Fox News that's at the heart of what's going on. Speculation is in the water. Following a stream. Oh, that's not relating to this, but it's interesting. So there's somebody with a mood disorder and personality disorder and OCD that they're after. First time viewing me live. Ah, thank you, Nicole. 9:14 for you. That's a good time. Twisted, you're my time zone. You're up as well. An officer saw him on the road and called it in. Shoes have been confirmed. I don't know whether the shoes have been confirmed. Fox News Philly has been live on location all evening. Is Cassie back to sleep? Yes. Yes. She's on the couch here, fast asleep. Fast asleep. Sirens and troopers moving about. Oh, thank you, member, for 9 months. I am a trooper. Listen, I feel like getting on a plane and going catching this guy myself. It's getting silly now. So they've got 3 helicopters. Have they caught him yet? This is what has been said, that there's been a sighting of him, lots of scanner activity, but currently the scanners are on in the background here. I don't know whether you can hear it properly or not. But they're talking about another situation. I don't think they're talking about him. All right, so nothing to do with him. Another situation going down here in Chester County. This is Chester County Law Enforcement Dispatch that's on in the background. Go get him, Michelle. Yeah. Shots fired. Shots fired, really? Helicopter B407 is searching for the escaped prisoner. All right. That's quite a wide search perimeter, though. That's the helicopter that's looking for him at this Pewtown place and Ludwig's Corner. They're a few miles away from each other. So if we look here, this is the map. So Pewtown's here. Welkin somewhere. Ludwig's Corner. So that's where the sighting was last night. At the absolutely disastrous press conference, if anybody saw that press conference, absolute disaster, saying that there's been no confirmed sightings since the Ring doorbell footage was released. And they think we're stupid. Honestly, they don't realise that people listen to the police scanner. So I've put that in as a marker. And then the helicopter's circling like this. If you can see my cursor. Okay, come on now. Homeowner reported to have shot the suspect. Units are en route. This is not confirmed. PSP is en route to confirm. Well, there's nothing on the scanner indicating that they're going anywhere. EMS has been dispatched. Oh, let's listen to Chester County EMS then. Let's do that. Let's do this one. All right, I've got two scanners open now, so that's going to get confusing. Let's turn that one off. All right. So this is Chester County AMS that we're now listening to. Shots fired AMS en route. Well, we've got Chester County Fire and AMS on here. There's been a focus in that area for, well over 24 hours now. So if he's hiding out, so people are saying that he's following a stream or a creek. See, that's fairly dense in there. So there's a creek. AMS somewhere, I don't know for whom. This is a thing, you know, it's easy to hear that there's activity. But remember, like, this is for the entire county. Yeah, he has to be near a source of water, doesn't he? Unless he's got a significant supply of water, you know, he's carrying about tons of bottled water. It's unlikely. So being near a stream or a creek makes sense. Not very comfortable though, walking through a creek. And that makes sense if they found his shoes, like he's taking his shoes off because they're just completely waterlogged. JLR's on the move. Right. Can anybody confirm whether JLR has actually slept in the last few days? I mean, props to JLR for being on the scene, but I'm getting concerned about him now. Has he slept? Has he had any sleep whatsoever? Because I've had about, I don't know, 2.5 hours and I feel fine. But he's on the scene. You know, things are getting a little bit intense for JLR. The only thing that's funny. Can't hear my EMS scanner because there's nothing on it. Nothing's happening. It's been live for the last 3 minutes. I can change it to a different one. Let's have a look. These are the options I've got for Chester County. So that's to do with rail. That's the one we're listening to at the moment. Fire EMS analog. Chester County Fire EMS digital. Let's listen to this one. Let's have a bunch open in the background. So I've got Chester County Fire EMS digital. Then I've got Chester and Montgomery County. Ooh. So we'll keep these two open. Thought we were supposed to be hearing something. Well, I've got two EMS scanners on in the background. Unconfirmed shots fired in the area, and they're apparently closing in on him. Go to Fox 29 Philly there on scene. On YouTube. Fox. Is it? What is it? What is it? Fox 29 Philly. All right, wait a minute.
How are you doing, Trooper? Fox 29. We're just trying to get out of the way.
All right, well, your best bet is going to be to head down to Nantmeal and go west and loop around wherever you want to go, because this whole...
Is this the... Hey, guys, we're actually live on TV right now. I just wanted to let you know, first of all, let me just show you what I'm looking at. We are at a roadblock right now in an active scene for Danelo Cavalcante. You could see state troopers right here. We are right now at a new perimeter at a confirmed sighting of Danelo Cavalcante within the last hour and a half in the East Nantmeal section of the township in the French Creek area. If you live near the Coventry Road, if you live near Nantmeal Road, Prizer Road, or the Fairview Road, or the Horseshoe Trail area, you are most likely getting a 911 call, a 911, a reverse 911 call. Forgive me as I try to maneuver our cameras here. You are most likely getting a reverse 911 call to tell you to shelter in place. We have been around the perimeter right now, this new perimeter, after a new sighting. We don't have any of the details, but we did confirm with Pennsylvania State Police within the last 2 hours there has been a confirmed sighting, and this is about a mile away from where that stolen van was found on Sunday morning. So they believe he has been in this area for the last at least 24 plus hours, and the last 2 hours was seen. A new perimeter now being set up, helicopters in the air, bloodhounds, dogs, a heavy show of law enforcement showing up to the scene as we speak. We will keep you updated as the night goes on, as the evening and the morning goes on, but right now, an active search scene for Danelo Cavalcante on night number 12 for this escaped killer. Of course, we'll bring you the very latest at 11 o'clock from the road as we hunt for Danelo Cavalcante, guys.
All right, so that's Fox 29 Philly. This dude being on scene. So people in that chat are asking if he's still alive. Well, if there's a confirmed sighting of him, then he is, isn't he? That's true. A lot can change in 2 hours. Hope he doesn't harm a canine. Me too. Me too. Another sighting. Let's listen in. I'll turn this scanner off for the moment. So I've just got too many windows open, to be honest. Go back to the scanner if this situation calms down. Can you hear that okay? Because I'm just streaming off my laptop. I've got nothing else set up. So it's streaming through my speakers. So just let me know. JLR is live. I'm not going to stream JLR Streaming a news channel, I'm okay with, but streaming another YouTuber while they're live, I think that's cheeky. I do think that's cheeky. So people are saying that they can hear this. So we'll keep this on.
Okay.
Hear me
IFB's
fine. Yeah.
left. I
Okay.
must have hung up.
Tonight,
all right.
tonight, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing a busy signal. Hey, if you are on the feed now, thanks for joining us on the stream. Chris O'Connell here, coming to you from East Nantmeal Township, where there is an active search for Danelo Cavalcante. We are trying to get to a number of areas, number one being a staging area out or near the perimeter. We were in the perimeter for quite some time. Give me a second. I got a call coming in.
So he's got a call coming in. So while his call is going on, I'm going to show you where he says they're searching. So this is French Creek that we just looked at before. That's a water source. So this Fox guy has mentioned that. The helicopter is circling around here, just south of Pewtown, around this area, like this. Maybe a bit wider, like this. So what Fox 29 are saying kind of makes sense.
I want you to listen to this scanner. I'm sure if people out there are listening, you may have heard it too. Came a little while ago. Very disturbing scanner traffic. Let me see if you can listen to it.
This is Fox 29 Philadelphia.
All units operating on CPG, prisoner possibly has a 22 rifle with a scope. 22 rifle with a scope is what we're being told.
So you heard that. It says prisoner may have a 22 rifle with a scope. That is very disturbing information. If that's the prisoner they're talking about, now that's what they may be dealing with. I got to pot down the microphone and confirm some information.
That's very disturbing. I mean, it depends how good of a shot he is, honestly. Like, I could wander about with a 22 rifle with a scope, but would I be successful in shooting someone down in a high-pressure situation? Maybe. You're surprised to catch alive. Well, you can blame Cassie for waking me up by pawing me in the face and wanting a wee. And then she's going out for a wee.
All right, guys, I'm back on the stream. Right now we're headed to what we think may be a scene. We're hearing scanner traffic, and guys, I know you hear scanner traffic like I do, but I'm not reporting anything and everything we hear. We're hearing things about clothing. We did hear reports of well, we know now that there was a gunshots, and now we heard scanner traffic that this prisoner may be armed with a 22 rifle and a scope. They are calling in many, many more units. I know from Montgomery County.
23 copy. It's 30 Paul 6 for the Monco units coming south. Have them staged north of you along 100 just in case he pops out. 32.
Oh no.
That is the current scene in my house.
Yes.
We want to come back to
Fast asleep on the
45.
couch.
I gotta pull over and put up my.
Just doing the same thing you're doing on the stream.
All right. What do we need to do?
I need to pull over and redial in.
We have to redial in. We're out of communication.
I guess I gotta pull over here.
All right. I got to go, Abby.
Okay.
We don't have IFB now.
This is exciting.
I really hope nobody comes up this room.
This is exciting. It's kicking off, yeah. Yeah, Cassie's fast asleep. The cat's also, well, the cat's amused, I think. She's awake. Noodle's fast asleep next to Tilly. Hold on. I know the lighting situation's not good because, like I said, I've got nothing set up. But if I turn the camera around.
All right, guys. Chris O'Connell here on the side of the road, coming to you live. This is a very active hunt with a very active scene, and the hunt for Danelo Cavalcante is literally happening as we speak. I'm trying to confirm some information. I'm also getting ready to go back on Fox 29. Please stand by. I gotta.
I've got one light on here, but it's just like the ceiling light. But yeah, fast asleep. Wake me up for a wee, immediately goes back to sleep. Don't those dogs ever relax? Yeah, they're all relaxed now. They're completely relaxed. Totally relaxed. Pacing the floor, lip locked. At least I'm sitting down. I'm not putting my camera on me because I look an absolute sight. Like, my hair's sticking up all over the place. I've got like a bun, which is all like disintegrated. I've got an old t-shirt on full of paint. Just because it's nice and cool for night time. And yeah, so I'm definitely not putting the camera on me. There's a canine being shot. What? Where are you hearing this? Butterfly kisses. JLR's moved from where he was. JLR's going to end up getting shot if he's not careful. So where are you hearing that a canine's been shot?
All right, guys, back out here, live streaming Fox 29. I'm going to have to go here just a little bit because I'm going to be live on Fox 29. We are following a active confirmed sighting of Danelo Cavalcante in East Nanmeal Township, Chester County. This has been a active search for about 2.5 hours. He was last seen, and scanner traffic telling us that Danelo Cavalcante now may be armed with a .22 rifle with a scope. That was put over scanners. We don't normally report on scanner information, but this was important enough to tell people in this area that that he may be currently armed. I'm about to go live on Fox 29, so stand by on the feed, please. Stand by on the feed.
Tilly's right there. Tilly's right there. She's kind of blended in because the lighting's bad. But Tilly's right there. Can you see me pointing? And then we've got Noodle, can you see Noodle? Can't see Noodle because of the Noodle's right there.
Huh?
No, it's your.
Sorry if you're hearing weird microphone noises, because I'm not streaming through a mic, I'm just streaming through the laptop. So where the microphone is on
my
the
lav.
laptop, when I move it, yeah, I'm putting
Hey,
my finger on
Megan,
it.
can you hear my lav?
You see Pepsi Max. Noodle's on a futon. He was lying next to Tilly, but I think he was uncomfortable because she's like a big fat
What?
clown.
Can you hear me?
So
Can you
he's
hear me?
moved now. The cat's also moved. I think she's departed the room, the cat. You can't give Valerie sense of the world. I wish I was.
Hey guys, first of all, yes, confirmed sighting of Danelo Cavalcante in East Nantmeal Township, Chester County, about 2 hours ago. You are looking at our live stream picture now. We are on our way around the perimeter because there is a new perimeter right now. It hasn't been officialized yet, but judging by scanner traffic, if you live in the area of the French Creek area of Fairview Road, Horseshoe Trail, Prizer Road, Coventryville Road, Murray School Road. Most likely you are getting a reverse 911 call right now to shelter in place and be aware that he is on the loose and there has been a confirmed sighting. Guys, what we can tell you, the major developments right now, that over the past 15 minutes, police broadcast over scanner traffic that Danelo Cavalcante may now be armed with a .22 rifle and a scope. And that has now triggered even more response. Law enforcement now coming in from all over the area, converging on East Nantmeal Township and establishing a perimeter. We could tell you drones are up. We could tell you search helicopter is up. And we can also tell you that a new perimeter is now being established with a reverse 911 call now being sent out to everyone in this area. So guys, this is now a heightened alert, not only a confirmed sighting, but law enforcement now saying to one another that he is now considered armed and dangerous and possibly armed with a .22 rifle and a scope. We're going to be following this. We'll have the very latest in the next 15 minutes or so. But guys, things are changing dramatically here in Chester County tonight.
I'll just mute this for a second. This is what JLR is seeing. I'm not going to stream this for very long. I don't think it's fair to stream another YouTuber, but this is what JLR is seeing. How many people are live on? He's got 3,000 people watching. I've got 300. But then again, I'm not unseen. He deserves the views, honestly. So he's right behind 2 cop cars here. And then Fox 29 are on the moon.
Now.
But this is JLR's link if anybody wants to go and watch what he's watching. He needs to stay safe. He really does. He really does. I'll keep JLR on in the background because JLR is in a different location to these guys. So I'll keep it on in the background. But I don't feel it's fair to stream another YouTuber while they're live in a really high pressure situation. This is really exciting. This isn't the kind of thing I normally follow, to be honest. Like, I followed the search of Brian Laundrie simply because of Gabby, you know, but this is just an escaped prisoner. I only started taking notice of it like a couple of days ago, to be fair. Like, I was seeing everything that was going down, but I was like, oh yeah, well, just catch him. Just catch him. His chat said scanner was back on. Yeah, I mean, I had the scanner on, and there was not a lot going down on the scanner.
This is where all the ambulances are.
Okay, this is where the staging area, guys. So we're going to get our wrap our heads around this. We are in Coventryville Road. That is one, and you can see. Look down. If you look straight down there, you could see police lined up along this perimeter. Yeah, that look. I mean, this. It's not blocked off, but you could pretty much tell. I've been out here long enough to know what a perimeter looks like right now, and that certainly looks like they're establishing one right now. If you just kind of want to, if you want to stay with us, you see law enforcement. You know, when we say law enforcement, we're talking anywhere from local to state, federal. We've heard. All right, where are we now? We are at the French Creek Veterinary Center. So, guys, when we're
So while they're getting situated, I'm just going to show you the map here. And Fox 29 Philly are at French Creek Veterinary Centre. So this is the animal hospital. We've got Nampmeal Village. That's where the staging area was today, earlier on, at the Methodist Church there. And then Win Hollow Road is where the sighting was yesterday, which the cops denied, but that was like really hot on the scanner traffic yesterday. So they seem to be all along this stretch of road here.
Because it is so important for those people who live here. Fairview Road, Prizer Road, Coventryville Road, Horseshoe Trail. And what road are we on now, Aaron?
I think we're on Coventry.
We're on Coventryville Road right now. Videographer Aaron Sachs is with me. We're navigating around the perimeter, navigating around state police and other law enforcement with long guns. Maybe we can turn in here. Let's just kind of, yeah. I think just, yeah, okay, we can do that. So we're going to turn around. We're going to. Well, they've had a helicopter and drone up all night ever since this started. And guys, forgive me as if I may sound a little bit distracted. I'm working the camera as we go, so I'm trying to narrate, navigate, and report as the same. But you see, Coventryville Road is now a hard search area for Danelo Cavalcante.
Okay, so this is Coventryville Road. Yeah, that's correct. So let me just show you the map. Okay, hold on a minute. What's going on here? Right, got the map up here. I've got too many windows open. So Coventryville Road, this is where Fox 29 have been travelling. That's the animal hospital that he mentioned, the veterinary centre. We've got French Creek Elementary School. Fortunately, there's no kids there because it's... What time is it in Pennsylvania? So 3:53 for me. So it's going to be, what, about 10 to 11? And then we've got Nantmeal Village, where they were earlier. That was where the command centre was earlier. And then this is where there was a sighting and a lot of scanner traffic last night. So it's all along this one stretch of road. It's a 5.7 mile stretch of road from Wynn Hollow, where they were yesterday, up through Nantmeal, sorry, Coventryville Road, and then this centre here, veterinary centre. So let's listen in.
Coventryville Road and Ridge Road. And this is the edge of what seems like a perimeter. I got to look at a map here to see exactly where I'm at. For all of you joining live stream, I appreciate it. We're really trying to give you up to the second coverage of what is going on and the where police are searching for Danelo Cavalcante. We are in what we do know is a new perimeter that was set up a couple hours ago in the French Creek area. We know that there's an active response, and we're going to try to get back there. We're going to turn around and go back to this active search zone. Once again, we don't want to be in the way of law enforcement, but we do want to give you firsthand account of what's going on. And also, we also are cognizant and mindful, know that the media is kind of part of this as well. We've been helping law enforcement get the message out on these. So they've been trying to do their best to give us information as timely as possible with confirmation of things. But probably the most disturbing piece of information that I have heard so far is that over the scanner, police scanner, that this escaped killer may be armed with a .22 rifle now with a scope. How he got it, where it came from, how they know it's a .22 remains to be seen. But if it tells me that they have detailed that it was a .22, there may be some confirmation or good reporting of that. So we're on Ridge Road right now. We're about to go live on Fox 29 in about 3 minutes.
All right. So for those guys just joining, this is the map. So I'm tracking where he's saying he's going. So there's a 5.7 mile stretch of road. So from Wynn Hollow Road, where the scanner traffic was all situated last night as the sun was going down. Then we've got Nantmeal Village, where the staging area command centre was earlier today. It was at this little village here at the Methodist Church. And then Fox 29 have been travelling along Coventryville Road. And he mentioned this veterinary centre right here. So the focus is this area. If you can see my cursor circling there. So he's in a very rural location. There is an elementary school there, but obviously there's no kids there because it's night time. And for people saying, where's the water source? There's a little creek called French Creek, which where is it? I've lost it now, but there is a creek. So there was unconfirmed reports that he was following the creek. Unconfirmed, kind of, that they found shoes. Also, they may have found his hoodie, but that's unconfirmed as well. Hear my cat. My cat's really peed off that I've woken her up. She's not happy at all. Can you hear her? So this is Fox 29 Philadelphia that I'm streaming to you right now. You heard the cat. Yes, you did. It's 4 a.m. for me, almost. 3:59 a.m. The cat is really not happy. So this is Fox 29 Philly, where I'm reporting this from. So there's no sound at the moment. He's muted. You thought there was a cat out of your window? Oh, it's my cat. I had 2 cats, but unfortunately, a few weeks ago, my old cat died. She's 17. She died. So I buried her in my front yard, and I put a little tree, a little shrub over the top.
All right, guys, I'm back on the stream. Chris O'Connell coming to you live from Ridge Road in...
I was just saying that I planted a shrub on the top of the cat, and it's now flowering. So, and then I've got the cat that I've got now is her daughter. So she's 16. Anyway, let's listen in to what this dude's saying.
To Fox 29 to do a live report, but stand by. I'll be back on the feed in just a little bit.
So he'll be back soon. Thank you, Lynn, for the $9.99. Thank you so much. From Portland, Oregon. Yeah, I found her dead. She was very old. She was getting really bad on her legs. And then
How about now? How about now? How about now? How about now?
She went to sleep and just didn't wake up. And I think that's the nicest way to go. And I've had her since she was a tiny kitten. My ex got her from a woman who was giving kittens away, way too young to leave their mother, really. So I was hand feeding her for a while. So I've had her since she was a little tiny fur ball, hand feeding her. And she's always been like very neurotic because she left her mother too young. And then my ex had her. We were not together at the time, but we were friends. And then he left her with me one day, and then he never bothered picking her up. So she's been with me. She had kittens because he'd not got a spade. So she had kittens, I got a spade, and then I kept one of the kittens. So the cat that's meowing in the background, she's gone now. She's 16, and she's very healthy. She's going for a health check this week at the vets, but they're not going to find anything untoward. She's just going for a health check because she's an old lady. Anyway, let's listen in. That was just a little news report from what's going on in my house. I don't talk about the cats very often because they pretty much stay in the background. They're just like here, causing havoc occasionally. But it was really sad when I found Tasha, but she, it was her time. She's a very old lady. So anyway, let's listen in.
Near the French Creek area, near the French Creek Elementary School, Nantmeal Road, Fairview Road. Those are all areas that are now in a new perimeter. And so what we can also tell you, there has been reports. I just heard from someone who tells us they did hear gunshots some point over the last hour, just before the reverse 911 went out. They heard gunshots within this search zone. We heard them before. We heard this reports of them, but I heard now for myself, someone who we know in the zone heard gunshots that lives near the French Creek Elementary School. So that is the latest right now. An active search by way of ground, by way of air. This is the most active search so far we've seen so far, guys, over the last 48 hours after that stolen van that was confirmed driven by Danelo Cavalcante was found, just about a mile from where we are sitting right now. But it looks like a sighting confirmed over the last couple hours prompted a massive response here in northern Chester County. And if we have anything more, guys, we'll bring it to you.
All right, so this is Fox 29 Philly reporting live from an active scene. Been an active scene for the last couple of hours. Reports of a gunshot, reports that he's got a .22 rifle with a scope, reports that a K9's been shot. These things are unconfirmed. They've not come from law enforcement. But
yes, they're being told to shelter in place. They are being told to be vigilant, check their cameras, and really shelter in place right now. Do not go outside of your properties until you hear something. The reverse 911 went by way of text and by way of phone. And in the meantime, a perimeter being established right now. I can tell you on in that area, there is a staging area. This is by far the most law enforcement we've seen in this area all day today. Air support as well. So this is ongoing. It is very active. And according to law enforcement, Dawn and Jason, this is a very dangerous situation. Mm-hmm.
I've just switched over to what JLR is seeing. JLR is live on stream. I'm not streaming JLR for very long because I don't think it's fair to stream another YouTuber. I'll stream a news channel, but streaming another YouTuber I think is a bit cheeky. But I've just put this on for a minute or so. This is what JLR is seeing. So he seems to be more in the thick of it than Fox 29 Philly. But I've just put JLR's link in the chat there to what we're actually seeing from his point of view. And then this is Fox 29 Philly. So there's a lot going on, So this link is Fox 29. I'm sharing here, using this under Copyright Act 1976, Section 107. If he's still there, yes. I try to be. I try to be respectful. Reporting a news channel is one thing, but reporting from another YouTuber is a little bit cheeky. But it's a very dangerous situation going on right here. The last couple of hours, there's been reports of a gunshot, unconfirmed report that a K9's been hit. That's very much unconfirmed. But he may well have a .22 caliber rifle with a scope. So this is a hot scene. And if I just share what has been going down on the map. So this is where the scanner traffic was last night as the sun was going down. Nampmeal Village is where they were staging the command center earlier today. And then Fox 29 are reporting going up through French Creek, Coventryville Road, and there seems to be a roadblock somewhere around here. That seems to be where the roadblock is. So let's listen into Fox 29.
I'm guessing they're just going to be staging.
Yeah, Shirley, that's what has been reported. That a dog has been shot. Hopefully the dog's shot but okay. If that's true. That's true, be real. That he's somewhere in this area. But because it's, you know, because it's at night, if he really does have a 22 rifle with a scope, he's got the advantage over them. Because they're not going to go running around in the woods. I mean, they might do, but that's incredibly dangerous. You'd wedge and barricade doors. Yeah, it's really, really hot.
Right, yeah, a lot of questions. How did Danelo Cavalcante get a gun if he in fact does have one? Yeah, there has been reports of a break-in and shots fired. Again, these are unconfirmed reports of a break-in and shots fired during that break-in.
Why not heat sensor the woods? There is a helicopter that's been flying. You can't hear a helicopter right now. Like Fox 29 Philly are right on the scene. You can't hear a helicopter, can you? I mean, he's muted just at the minute. He keeps muting to get phone calls. That's true. That's true. They have the capacity for that, and he doesn't. What's that? Assault on K9 is a crime. It is, absolutely. Homeowner was harmed or state trooper. Wow. Obviously, all of these things are unconfirmed. It's just what's being heard on scanner traffic, what the media are picking up. Can't imagine the adrenaline of law enforcement. Yeah, I think they probably just want an end to this now. If they get a sight of him, they'll shoot him. They will. They'll have to. If he's armed, they'll have to. So I'm imagining that he's hiding somewhere now. But the dangerous thing is that he could possibly be on the move with a rifle. I mean, the press conference earlier, in my opinion, was a complete disaster. I really don't know why they had a press conference today, because they didn't have anything to report. And the amount of questions that he answered that were just inconsistent. If you saw my live stream earlier, I added like a mini rant about the inconsistencies that they were. He was digging a bigger hole for himself as he carried on talking. And then whoever was in control of the stream just cut the stream off. Like he was mid-sentence and they cut the stream off. You know, somebody must have thought, we need to get this guy away from the media now. But this has been developing over the last couple of hours. So I've been live now for an hour, but the stuff had kind of happened just before I went live. You just nip over to JLR and see what's going on. All right, let's nip over to JLR because this guy's muted. So this is what JLR is seeing right now. Like I said before, I don't like streaming other YouTubers, so I'm only going to take this on for a minute or so. That's JLR's link. So I think it's in. This is now Fox 29, Philly. So I think there and JLR are in the same vicinity. Can we see what that road says there? Oh, I can't zoom in anymore. Anybody can read? Can anybody read that road sign? So I think they're here. I think they're around this area. Ridge Road and Coventryville Road. I think they're there at that intersection. That seems to be where the roadblock is. Oh yeah, this is French Creek right here. So there was reports earlier that Danelo was following a water source. So we've got French Creek right here. So it could be in this area.
YouTube and Facebook right now on the hunt for.
You have a minute. Can you find out if they're still needing EMS standby in the area? I'm going to move them back.
Danelo Cavalcante. You're hearing some scanner traffic in the background. Ridge Road, Coventryville Road.
Can't hear anything. It's because I'm not talking. And this guy keeps muting. But what you're seeing here is a scene where there's a roadblock at the intersection of Ridge Road and Coventryville Road. There's no audio because he keeps muting, and then I keep going silent because I'm listening to what they're saying, and then he mutes out. So for those who missed it, there's been in the last couple of hours, there's been a big change in the situation. There's reports that Danelo has a 22 caliber rifle with a scope. There's reports that a canine's been shot, but that's unconfirmed. There's reports that he stole the gun from a property, broke into a property, and stole a weapon. I keep going to the map here, and the active scene is on Coventryville Road and Ridge Road. So I think where they're parked is at this intersection right here. So this is a few miles north of Nampmeal Village. So he seems to be in this area, but the roadblock is here. Ridge Road and Coventryville Road. So we're back to Fox 29 Philly now. There's no audio because he's muted. He's muted out. So he keeps getting phone calls. And I think that says Ridge Road there. Does that say Ridge Road? I can't zoom in any further on it. It's very exciting, but it's a very, very dangerous situation now. He's good at being a criminal, yeah. Yeah. And he's got the advantage because he got nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose. There's Route 23. Does it? I think that will be Ridge Road then. So Route 23. Look. So this is Route 23. Ridge Road.
Talking with a contact of mine.
Well, unless they know what his cell phone is, you know, what he's, how they can't track it unless they...
So we are at a confirmed sighting in our area, very close to where we are. A massive search is now underway. The heaviest search there has been since this started in this area in northern Chester County for Danelo Cavalcante. A few hours ago, there was a reported sighting that had prompted a major response to this area along Ridge, Coventryville Road, Route 23. You see it there on your screen.
So yeah, that did say Route 23.
And
you were right, guys.
Since then, there has been a response and also confirmation of a sighting. So he was confirmed sighting. There was also reports of not only a break-in, but also a law enforcement is being told that Cavalcante may be armed with a .22 rifle with a scope. Perhaps that was the part of the break-in. That is how they know he has that firearm or may have that firearm. We talked to some sources who tell us they did hear gunshots from within that zone. We were told the French Creek Elementary School, where those gunshots came from, we don't know.
He does look much younger than 34. He does. He really does. I think it's because he's so small. He's only 5 foot.
I love all you guys.
Very small for a guy.
Guys, we can't report what others report just because they have it. I get it. Great. That's awesome. But we only can report what we have. So I love the fact that you guys are interacting, but someone reported something. I get it. They have different standards and confirmations. I don't care to be first with, I do care, but I want to be right rather than first. So if someone beats me on a piece of information, I'm fine with that as long as it's right.
So he's just muted out again. So I haven't turned him off. He's just muted out. Oh, he's back.
We were going to stop this stream. Actually, we were going to stop it at 10 o'clock tonight. We're not sure how long we're going to keep this going, but I think we're going to keep this going for a little while longer. But bear with me.
12, Eagles now left on Devonshire caller.
They can't leave now. That'd be crazy.
9191. Can you tap out the
I think
ERT?
if they get a
team
sight on
to
him,
come
I
to the
think they'll
scene
shoot him.
and
Yeah,
assist at the request of the state police.
I think they will, especially if he's armed. They've got no
Negative.
choice.
3042, my son.
Because this guy has got nothing to lose.
You know what I want?
Nothing to lose. Because if he's
you tap
caught
out
alive,
the,
he's going
ERT
just back to jail
to come to
forever.
the scene and
He's
assist
got
at the
nothing to
request of the
lose.
state police and myself.
But the cops have got a
Negative.
lot to lose.
3042, my son. 1242.
I don't know if you heard that. They just called out the emergency response team by way of the state police.
Yeah, he's 34 years old, but he looks much younger. He could pass for a teenager. When he's clean shaven, he could. He really could.
You know,
Yeah.
1242.
The cops.
In front of
The cops need to
Bellwood
stay
Golf
safe.
Course,
It's not
400
worth them
Google
losing
Road
their
for
life
condition,
over this.
condition, 400 Google.
But
People
Danelo has got
Montgomery
nothing
County
to
50
lose.
minutes ago. They
This
think
is scanner
they
traffic
saw
right
the
now.
escaped prisoner, unknown race, male, small, build, wearing a red shirt, black pants, carrying a bag, walking eastbound, Google Road, unknown weapon, unknown top.
Four, 3, 12, 12, okay. 3, 12, 42. You can clear up my lash. Just mark out a follow-up.
It's really intense. Really intense. He's just muted out.
Can you tap out the
Goes back.
ERT team to come to the scene and assist at the request of the state police?
You know, 1242. In front of Bellwood Golf Course, 400 East Google Road for suspicious condition, 400 East Google. Received a call from Montgomery County 15 minutes ago. They think they saw the escaped prisoner, unknown race, male, small, build, wearing a red shirt, black pants, carrying a bag, walking eastbound, Google Road, unknown weapon, unknown top.
Yeah, emergency response team, yeah.
And guys, I'm gonna put the microphone out the window just so you can hear.
Oh, you can hear the helicopter. The helicopter's right there, look.
You're seeing a live chopper shot right now, circling over the area.
That's right, Mystic. The K9s like officers, yeah. They're serving. They're serving their country, those K9s.
Whoa! Did you see the shooting star?
Yeah.
Did anyone just see a shooting star? And another. Okay, that was cool.
What is that? What is that? He's not going to go down without a fight. Yeah. I said yesterday that he's got two options. Either come quietly and go back to jail for the rest of his life.
Whatever they were, that
or
was
the option
that was
is suicide by cop. That's the other option.
law enforcement in unmarked cars.
So they're at the intersection of Route 23, which is Ridge Road, and Coventry-Ville Road. So it's a couple of miles north.
All right, so
Village where they were earlier.
Chris,
could be, yeah.
one of my
If it's drones, they're moving quickly. I don't know about bats.
I'm rolling up my window. I heard
Like
something
that
in the
high.
woods.
I don't know about bats.
All right. Chris O'Connell on the live stream, guys. I am feeding to you a live picture of Ridge Road, Route 23, and Coventryville Road.
You know, within 1242.
And
In front of Bellwood Golf Course, 400 East Google Road for suspicious condition.
3042. Okay.
Prisoner something. I didn't catch it.
sorry, bear with me, guys.
Yeah, I think it's most likely to be flares, yeah. I don't think it's shooting stars.
United 3 King 98. You want to go back? Can you
Look
go
up
over that?
Melwood
Maybe
Golf
set up a little
Course,
further.
okay.
They're looking for help on Mount Pleasant. United 3 King 98. I copy. Be advised my dog's fresh, ready to go if needed.
Not finding Melwood Golf Course.
Copy. Dog's still fresh and ready to go. We'll keep you in mind for the K9 asset. Thank you.
I'm not spelling it right. It's not coming up. This is the map. Melwood Golf Course. So we've got Archery Club, Coventry Wood Preserve, don't know. Don't know. So this is Fox 29 Philly at the intersection of Ridge Road and Coventryville Road. So they're right here. It's a few miles north of Meal Village. So Nampmill, can't even speak now. Nampmill Village is here. That's where the staging area was earlier today at the church. And the active scene is right there. I don't know where Melwood Golf Course is. If anybody knows where it is, then let me know.
I'm back here on the stream. I'm dealing with some horrible bandwidth issues, which is having issues making phone calls and whatnot. Here's the latest. We are still on the manhunt for Danelo Cavalcante. We are on night number 12 in an active search right now inside a new perimeter, inside a new search zone in North Chester County. Several hours ago, there was a reported sighting that has now turned into a confirmed sighting. A response.
Don't know if he's got a night vision scope. Don't know. Yeah, this is night.
I can tell you this, that we are piecing together a number of different sources that right now law enforcement is being told Danelo Cavalcante could be armed with a .22 rifle with a scope. We are also investigating reports of gunshots that were heard within this scene. We're not sure if someone was shot or who did the shooting, but we also can confirm, our desk is confirming they did find what they believe is Cavalcante's green hoodie and sneakers. That has been confirmed from a source that they found a hoodie and his sneakers, and they're advising all units on the scene to be alert and to be careful that Danelo Cavalcante now may be armed with a .22 rifle that he may have gotten from a break-in here in the search area.
Unit 1772 status.
172 status, okay.
72, okay.
I'm going to keep, I've just been told we're going to keep this stream going for a while longer. We don't want to, as we said, we are committed to this scene. We are committed to the story. I've been, as I've been telling people that, you know, we're trying to get,
unit status.
we're trying to get as much information as possible, both accurate and timely.
It does.
Hey, Aaron,
It does.
let's take a drive.
No, he wasn't staying with his sister. His sister has now been deported because she's in the country illegally, but she's been uncooperative. So whether
We're going
sister was
to start
helping
moving
him,
here a little bit. We're going to try to
It's
check out
possible.
another perimeter scene.
So the Fox 29 are going to move now.
So try to look at my map here.
So someone posted an address earlier. Lost it now. Oh, there we go. What's that address? But it's unknown whether his sister was helping him, but his sister has been uncooperative with law enforcement, and they've now deported her because she was in the country illegally. Why take his shoes off? Possibly because if he's been following the creek, because French Creek is right there at that scene, if he's been following a creek, like paddling through a creek to keep his scent trail down, then his shoes are just going to be horrible and completely waterlogged. But it is, you know, that they found the hoodie and the shoes. So he was wearing white shoes. That's just what's being reported. So he could have changed his clothes again. He could have ditched those clothes because they're wet and dirty. If he broke into a house and stole a firearm, then maybe he's also stolen a change of clothes. All unconfirmed. All unconfirmed. But that's just what's being reported on the media. The dude who we're watching right now on Fox 29 Philly is muted out. So he's obviously getting a lot of phone calls and things. I think we're going to take a drive. Don't know where. This is just a roadblock that they've got set up.
Oh.
Replaying at 1.5 speed to catch up. That's exactly what I do, Christy. The cops must be high on adrenaline right now. But they've got a lot to lose. They could lose their lives here. Danelo has got nothing to lose, because all that's going to happen to him is he's going to go back to jail forever, probably on lockdown forever. And if they shoot him, which I think they will, if he is armed and they see him, they'll shoot him. He's got nothing to lose. Suicide by cop, or go back to jail forever. Those are his options. But those cops need to stay safe. Like, we've been criticising the cops a lot, but these guys that are on scene right now are serving their community.
Hey, if you're still with us, everyone, Chris O'Connell coming to you from the search for Danelo Cavalcante. We are now, we're going to do a little moving here. This is a very active search zone. Keep in mind, we have to be very careful to stay out of law enforcement's way. We also have to be very careful for our own personal safety.
That's right, Jess.
And maybe,
exactly.
Maybe if we have to pull over.
Hey, Noodle. Oh.
So, guys, we're just kind of taking you along the ride here on this search. Ridge Road, or on Ridge?
Yes.
Yeah, Ridge Road, coming up on Mount Pleasant Road.
So this is where they're travelling, Ridge Road, coming up on Mount Pleasant Road. So they're right here.
As Pennsylvania State Police broadcasting right now to all of law enforcement on the ground that Danelo Cavalcante, the escaped killer from Chester County Prison that's been on the run now for the last 12 days, has been cited earlier tonight. And now state police are establishing a perimeter in the French Creek area. We understand that there may have been gunshots fired. By who? At who? We don't know. We know that was emergency response team has been called in within the last hour. I do know paramedics were called to the scene in the last hour. And I can also confirm that they believe Danelo Cavalcante's green hoodie and sneakers were found near the site.
That's right, it is a wide perimeter. The helicopter's up in the air though. It's concerning that medics were called to a scene. That's very concerning. So he's travelling along Ridge Road, he's going west along Ridge Road, Route 23, if anybody wants to get that up on the map.
Go back.
He's left the intersection of
Turn back.
Creekville Road, past Mount Pleasant Road, and so he's travelling west. That's what we're seeing right now.
I was going to block.
Right.
Is that fine?
Whatever.
Don't know where they're going now. Turning around, I think. So he's just muted out. So that's Ridge Road there. Yeah, emergency response medics were called to a scene. That came over scanner traffic a little while ago now. But we don't know what that was referring to. Because obviously the scanner traffic is scanner for the whole county. Thank you, Snail. Thank you so much. Thank you. Combat pay. I'm safe in my house.
So we were going around the perimeter. And we're about to be passed by State Trooper.
Yeah, French Creek is right in the area, so it seems to be that he's been following the line of French Creek. There's lots of campgrounds there. Canine being deployed. There's lots of canines out there. A homeowner was shot. Kate, where did you hear that? So there was there's been a claim that he broke into a house and stole a .22 caliber rifle. So if the homeowner was shot, that's pretty bad. There were reports of gunshots, emergency response. So if the homeowner's been shot, that's pretty bad. There was also reports that a canine had been shot. These are all unconfirmed, but it's a very, very tense, active scene. You heard it on Banfield. What, the homeowner's been shot? No words on the injured party. It is really bad. It is really bad. I can drive. I just choose not to. I have a car, but it's my son's. Right. The car's in my name, but it's Kyle's car. I could technically drive it. Got a license. I just choose not to. JLR said an officer shot. Really? Obviously, these are all just unconfirmed.
All right, guys.
All units operating
Listen.
to the area. Be advised, EMS is going to be proceeding down to 100 and Prizer, 100 south of Prizer for an injured officer.
Oh, no way.
Sounds like there may have been an injured officer, guys. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure how, but they're sending EMS for an injured officer.
Oh, no.
Things are developing, guys, as we speak.
They've already passed us.
Right in front of our eyes. This is the search area.
Yeah, that seems to be
Law enforcement
unconfirmed.
flying
Seems to be what's happened.
past us in both directions.
Good. I'm here at University Hall on the first floor. I was doing around, one of the alarms went off as I was checking it. Could you send me some over to turn it off, please? Oh, 31, okay.
Oh my God.
110 you can cancel the on-call ID again. Yeah, 110 okay.
Maybe just pulling this lock.
I'm like 4,000 miles away from the scene right now, or maybe a little bit less. But I've got goosebumps.
Security 158 to the dispatch. Go ahead. I'm here at University Hall on the first floor. I was doing around, one of the alarms went off as I was checking it. Could you send me some over to
This is bad. EMS on scene. Officer shot by the sounds of things. Helicopter hovering in one specific location now. Officer burns to the face. What? Yeah, the intersection is Ridge Road and Coventryville Road. So this is where they're at right now. So he's travelled west along Ridge Road, and then they turned back and have come back to the intersection. Burns to the face. Wow, this is crazy. I don't know, Karen. That's my mind is going like 10 to the dozen now. We don't know the officer was shot. These are all unconfirmed. All unconfirmed. Gunpowder burn. Yeah, possibly. But you heard the scanner traffic just then. The woman's voice was the scanner saying that EMS was being called to a scene. Officer injured. Tear gas, mace, yeah. My word. So JLR's just said it. JLR is, this is JLR's stream right now. So he's not got a great reception. So this is JLR right now. 15,000 people watching JLR. That's crazy. Like, I'm one of them. You guys have probably also got his stream on.
Still trying to confirm some information, but we're also here in actually we're in an area with horrible bandwidth, so my scanner is down, so
his scanner's down. I'm gonna get the or Castify up again. Hold on. Chester County Law Enforcement Dispatch. So let's keep this on in the background as well. $13,000 watching Trev too. I've got 445 people watching. JLR's got like thousands, 15,000 people watching. But he's live on scene and I'm not. But this is JLR's stream right now, so his reception's pretty bad. And then this is Fox 29. I've got Chester County Law Enforcement Dispatch on in the background, just to see if anything comes over the scanner. This scanner, though, has been very quiet. There's 6,383 people listening to Chester County Law Dispatch at the moment. And then what you're seeing on screen now is Fox 29 Philly. And where they are is right here. Ridge Road, which is Route 23. And then Coventryville Road.
Chris O'Connell coming to you from the site of the search for Danelo Cavalcante.
We want to go.
Sarah, can you be patched in a CPG?
No, we already have video on.
Okay.
Thank you. Negative, do not let them inside the perimeter.
Hopper is right above JLR. JLR's along this road somewhere. I don't know exactly where he is. JLR needs to stay safe.
They're at Pewtown and 100 at the perimeter. You want them to go down the Loveway? Yes, I don't have a Loveway Tire Company. That's fine. Yes, I don't have a Loveway Tire Company. That's fine. 2.3, come in.
So Pewtown is right here. He's following French Street. He's in this area here, I think.
So we just got information. There was, in fact, we believe, a injured officer near this search area, in the search area for Danelo Cavalcante. Emergency crews, ambulance was sent to Route 100 and Ridge Road. It's about a half mile.
23-100, you have a white SUV and a black Cherokee coming and get pushed out of the containment. I'll be at 23 and 100. Can you put me on the incident and I'll be up? Chief to 50. Good.
So this is the intersection. This is just north of Pewtown Road, and Route 100 is here. So it's about half a mile from where they've been here. So you've got French Creek, goes under the road there. So there'll be a bridge there, and then the intersection here of Route 100 and Pewtown Road. That's where the scene is right now. But the roadblock is here. Yeah, this is live. This is live. This is happening right now. Right now. This is live.
Oh my God, this is so fucking.
Oh, the news reporter swears live. Oh, no way. Let's all start cussing. This is insane. This is insane. The news reporter went, "This is effing," and then muted out. What did you say, sir?
Sorry, guys.
Oh, bless him. It's tense. We can forgive him. We can forgive him swearing. Hot mic moment, yeah, Jess. Everyone's frustrated. I mean, it's just so tense. But yeah, I found a bridge. So French Creek's right here, and it goes under the road right there on Route 100. And then the scanner traffic we're talking about here, Pewtown Road and Route 100. So that's the area where all the activity's going on. And then the roadblock is here.
Sorry for the profanity. My mic was open. Sorry about that. Seriously, though, we're trying to get some information on a officer that was injured. We don't know how. We know that there was reported gunfire within the search zone tonight. We also look like we hear that from our source that Danelo Cavalcante's green hoodie and sneakers were also bound.
Please use caution. Troopers are outside their cars. Once again, all units coming in, do not go lights and sirens. Troopers are outside their cars.
All right, they're telling law enforcement to come in to the area without their lights and sirens.
E12 to S5, radio check. Homeowner at 123, you have a car coming out, if you want to check it.
So, guys, you know, today when we started this stream, we just thought that it'd be a day where we're, you know, following the latest. And I don't know what time did this thing break? Can you remember? I don't even know now. 6 o'clock ish, maybe. And we got a report of a possible sighting. We were right there.
We're going to be setting up media there. Okay, the media.
All right, did you hear that? Ludwood's Corner Fire Station is a media center. Not that we need to go there, but
Yeah, we'll see where.
oh, maybe we could tell them.
Yeah. Ludwig's Firehouse.
So we just heard they're setting up a media staging area. As you know, they you know, media is a big part of this. There's a lot of followers, so they're setting up a staging area for us, hopefully to get some information from, and to keep us out of the zone.
Yeah, he knows where they are when the lights are on, so they go in dark.
I got 4246 in service, and
because they don't want him to have they don't want him to have a lot of kind of foresight as to where they're going. Maybe the officer accidentally pepper sprayed himself. Well, I don't know.
So far, guys, no capture yet of Danelo Cavalcante, but certainly some of the most stunning developments we've seen so far in this search. There is an active search going on right now over the last few hours in the East Nantmeal Township area of Route 100, Coventryville Road, Fairview Road, where there was a confirmed sighting earlier tonight that prompted a major response by state police, U.S. Border Patrol, and others. And since then, there has been several reports of gunfire within the scene. There's also been reports that Danelo Cavalcante may be carrying a .22 rifle with a scope. We've also confirmed through our sources that law enforcement found Danelo Cavalcante's green sweatshirt and prison sneakers that was found. I'm pointing the camera now on Route 100. You see all those lights? On Ridge Road, up and down Ridge Road, there's a huge contingent of state police. It's also Route 23.
ERT team on the phone. They want to know where you want them at.
They're asking for the ERT team. This is the emergency response team right now.
3341, 836 Tremont Drive, 836 Tremont.
They're asking where they want the emergency response team deployed to.
2841. On Mount Pleasant between me and 25 Adam 1's location. We could use another car. Apparently French Creek runs right through there.
Why no more on the injured officer? They're probably just taking him off scene for treatment.
Do you have a description of the subject?
They won't have an update on his condition or her condition.
Between me and 25 Adam 1. French Creek runs through that area. There's a big gap on Mount Pleasant Road. Okay, we'll see if we got a trooper over there. All right, the local units on too.
This is what JLR is seeing right now. This is JLR's stream right now. So yeah, it does appear to be at the side of a road. He needs to be careful. Don't know exactly where JLR is. And then this is the scene from Fox 29 Philly. So they are on this road. This is Route 23.
836 Tremont Drive.
Well, there's several miles. So
1841, it looks like this state just added an extra trooper or two to go your way.
And then the here.
I copy that. Thank you.
Route 23. That's Route
1773.
That's Coventryville Road.
1773.
Area is really.
Yeah, myself and Paul 43 coming up to 123 ready natives. Still in the gap along 23.
We didn't see that, but that's the area right now.
Okay. Intermediate 87-1, Mickey 187-1, can your responses?
Yeah.
Ready, room to CP?
Been injured.
Yeah.
An officer has been injured. It was said on the scanner, yeah. I don't have a timestamp, but it was said on the scanner a while ago. The media are trying to confirm at the moment whether the officer's been shot. There was a report of burns. This stuff did come over the scanner a while ago. So do I. I do as well. That is true. That is very true. That is very true. But there was reports of an officer down. So unless there's another active scene going on in the area that's unrelated, then there was also reports of a homeowner being shot, gunfire at a home, and Danelo stealing a .22 caliber rifle. These were all reports that came over the scanner, and that's definitely related to him because they were calling it the escape prisoner. You can't hear my voice? Can you not hear me right now? So I'm not muted. Can somebody just confirm that you can hear me? As I'm not muted. Oh, you can hear me. Good, good, good. That's fine. Fox 29 is currently muted. I do also have Chester County Law Enforcement Dispatch on in the background. So you might occasionally hear that. Things going on over that. So when there's multiple audio sources coming in, then my voice might get drowned out a little bit. Just the scanner is loud, yeah. There's nothing going on right now. Fox 29 is muted.
If you're listening, Chris had to run out to make a phone call. He'll be back shortly.
Okay, so I think his name's Chris, has gone to make a phone call. He'll be back soon. I do have Chester County Law Enforcement Dispatch on in the background as well, just in case anything comes over that. So where they are right now, for those just joining, this is where the active scene has been. So I've been tracking this. There's about a 5 mile stretch of road. This is where Danelo was, according to the police scanner last night, Wind Hollow Road. Today at Nampmeal Village, which is right here, that was where the command centre was set up at the church. And travelling north up here, this is Coventryville Road. And then we've got Ridge Road, which is Route 23. And then we've got Route 100 here. And then we've got French Creek. And there was reports that he was travelling, Danelo was travelling the route of the creek. So travelling, like walking in the water. Okay, so he's back now. So the scene's here. The scene's here, this area. All right, so this is Fox 22.
Back.
Billy.
I just wanted to, well, first of all, for those of you, I got to apologize for my profanity. It was pointed out by my mother. So my mother called me. So, Mom, I'm sorry about the profanity. They caught me on a hot mic, so I was scolded by Mom. So here is the latest, guys. A very active night. State police are now on the scene of an active search for Danelo Cavalcante after he was spotted earlier tonight. Within a half hour of that, a huge response of state police, U.S. Border Patrol, tactical gear. We saw the K9 unit be deployed. We saw drones and helicopters come to the scene. As you look at right now, it's Route 23. It's Route 23, Ridge Road, Coventryville Road, down this road right here. This is what you're going to see up and down this area. The roadway dotted with state troopers and other law enforcement with their guns drawn out in the woods there with their flashlights and other lights trained on those woods. This is right now a perimeter. You see two state troopers here guarding the perimeter. What we know now is this. Here comes more troopers heading down Coventryville Road. It is on Coventryville Road where we understand there was an officer that was injured enough that officer, a ambulance was called.
So it is a few miles.
Probably the most
that he's traveled.
Stunning development of the night. Law enforcement broadcast over police radio that they believe Danelo Cavalcante may have a .22 caliber rifle with a scope attached and may be armed. This was after. Hold on for a second.
Transfer intermediate 87, one on scene. Intermediate 87, one on scene.
Yeah, they're closing the perimeter.
Yeah, we understand that.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
We're understanding that officer that was hurt was unrelated to any kind of. They're saying this audio has an echo. So
the officer that was injured is unrelated. So the officer hasn't been shot by Danelo by the sounds of.
No. Yeah, maybe on the stream.
Yeah.
So the miles, just briefly here, from last night, where the scanner traffic was all about here, it's 5.4 miles from here, Win Hollow Road, through Nantmeal Village, up Coventryville Road, which is here. There's a roadblock here on the intersection of Coventryville Road and Ridge Road. This is where is right now, and there's also things going on here on Route 100. So it's a few miles, good few miles.
An app, and so I'm looking right now. I'm looking at 3 helicopters. One of them, that is a news helicopter.
Yeah, it seems that the officer that was injured, it's unrelated. It's on Coventryville Road, so it's right on the scene. But it's unrelated. Danelo.
Okay, so I'm going to punch up this camera right now and show you here. Let me pop down my. And right now, that's the search area. That is what you're seeing. That is, although that squiggly line is the route that is circling the. Can you see it? The French Creek area right now. It's the French Creek area, and that is a helicopter. They have at least one helicopter up there on the search, circling around that same area, the same area where they reportedly had a sighting of Danelo Cavalcante off of Fairview Road. And like I said, that prompted a very huge response from law enforcement, which you're seeing right now. Punch it back out. You're looking at the corner of Coventryville Road and Route 23, which is Ridge Road. State Police dotting every couple hundred yards on Route 23. You see I see 3 troopers in the distance there. One of them here, and then you see down the road. Let me turn it down the road.
Zoom out a bit, dude.
Our camera, depending on what kind of light comes in, it turns to a night vision. So that just turned to our like night vision mode. So the cars are being let through, so it's not a shut down road. But we do know that the people in this area received a reverse 911 call telling them to shelter in place.
Be advised, there's going to be some vehicles coming in. The ERT team was dispatched to the firehouse.
What's that sound?
Okay, let us know if you have any vehicles come through.
Blonde nude man without shoes in tree with gold.
You're hearing in the background scanner traffic we've been listening to.
JLR's out of his
As
car.
another reported sighting of Danelo Cavalcante, and more law enforcement response.
Call Embryville, and they have no description of the vehicles. The caller was only provided.
Yeah, they found Brian Laundrie's skeletal remains.
Here we go, back to color again.
I have a live stream.
Just going to lock it down right here for a little bit.
Autopsy.
This is listen to scanners. Helicopters in the air. We do know that an officer was injured.
Yeah, I haven't heard any issues.
Copy, right, thank you.
No, Roberta Laundrie's not on the scene, no. It's a long way away from where Roberta Laundrie lives.
Okay. Someone just sent me a message. Roland, if you're on this stream, thank you, man. I appreciate that, but no thanks. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. 1-8 crossing additional unit. The area of Mount Pleasant, south of Ridge Road, in the area of French Creek.
Now I'm going different ways.
Okay, here we go. Something we haven't seen before. State troopers going a different way on Coventryville Road.
Copy, 1-801 requesting additional car.
They better not have lost him. They better not have lost him. Yeah.
Probably my last Steve. State was unable to get any information from the caller references to vehicles. Copy, direct, thank you.
PD-13, 52.
Yeah.
1-8 crossing additional unit. The area of Mount Pleasant, south of Ridge Road, in the area of French Creek.
Copy, 1-801 requesting additional car. 8014 command post. CP is the radar. Remaining on 1.
I want to report on some details. My colleague Steve Keeley, who is in the area right now, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to read from his tweets right now. His what do we call them now? Tweets. Law enforcement is telling Steve Keeley that a homeowner fired 7 times at Cavalcante, who broke into his home and stole a .22 rifle. Steve Keeley reporting a law enforcement source telling him that a homeowner fired 7 times at Cavalcante, who broke into that home and stole a .22 rifle. So that is the latest, that the bits and pieces of information we were hearing now being confirmed by our own Steve Keeley, telling us that a homeowner fired shots at Cavalcante, who broke into his home and stole a .22 rifle and a scope that Danelo Cavalcante may have on him, on his person, as we speak, within not far from where we sit right now. This is a developing situation, second by second.
I give the homeowner A+ for effort, or a D- for the ability.
Okay, guys, you're seeing some more response. State police. Looks like they're.
And we have a second canine en route.
We're hearing more canines coming en route. We're seeing more movement.
Yeah, it looks like he missed. Yeah.
For some reason, you're coming in really broken up. They're asking about cars. Just stop them.
So this is where they are right now. Hold on. So this is where the cops are going. You've got Coventry Road here, Route 23, which is Ridge Road. A lot of activity right here at the moment.
Police are asking people who live in this area to shelter in place, lock their doors, check their Ring cameras, especially after this latest development that Steve Keeley is just reporting, that it was in fact gunshots were fired. Gunshots were fired at convicted escaped killer Danelo Cavalcante, who broke into this man's home and stole his .22 rifle. What we do not know is if Cavalcante was hit by gunfire.
That's true. We don't know if he was hit. We're assuming that the homeowner missed, but we don't know. We don't know that he missed. Cavalcante might be injured right now.
No, yes, sir. We're still getting our radio, sir. Have the head over. Copy that. Security 158 to dispatch.
Could have hit him, yeah, Lisa. Could have.
Good.
We don't know.
I just completed my walkthrough of Tyson Hall. Everything was 92.
But to answer this question, is he a murderer? Yes. That's what he was in prison for. He murdered his girlfriend. But he also murdered someone in Brazil, in his native country of Brazil, escaped from Brazil, came to the US, and murdered his girlfriend. That's what he's in jail for. So, yeah, very dangerous. And he's now got a weapon, allegedly. Second canine is en route. Yes, Michelle. Yeah, that's what we heard. The homeowner said he thinks he missed. The homeowner said he thinks he missed. Or she. We don't know the gender of the homeowner. I hope he's injured as well, Rhonda.
41, 49, okay?
Snarks. Last message was sent by the cat.
If you were the
I've been there, believe me.
Please ask for they want to give them a call back ASAP. 41, 49, okay?
That's true. Get the blood dogs out.
I'll pull it in the incident. Thank you.
Hey everyone, thanks for keeping up with us at this late hour. It is now 12:23 a.m. Sorry, I know silence is not great, but you must have to deal with it because I have to. I'm a one-man band here. I'm trying to get information and give it to you as I get it. So sometimes I'm going to have to pot down the microphone. Right now, there is no confirmed capture of Danelo Cavalcante. However, there is a massive response after a confirmed sighting of him earlier tonight. And since then, there has been a flurry of activity. Number one being that gunshots were fired inside a home, and those gunshots were fired at Danelo Cavalcante by a homeowner, according to our own Fox 29 Steve Keeley. 7 shots were fired, and at that time, Cavalcante was able to obtain a .22 rifle with a scope. And if you're looking now, you're seeing state troopers stopping cars, looking in the back, making sure that everyone's okay, asking people where they're going, where they need to be, and giving them the same warning that the reverse 911 is giving, and that is shelter in place, stay in your homes. More vehicle checks there. You see they're looking in the back, looking in the back bed. So this is not, this area was not evacuated, but they are keeping, they're checking cars, as you could see live on this stream.
They believe they have him surrounded, yeah. Maybe.
One of those
Maybe we don't know.
state troopers with a long gun handy. You see people looking in the cars.
Just let me mute this for a second. There were reports earlier that he'd surrendered, so that does not seem to be the case. Does not seem to be the case that he surrendered. So that was not true. That came out earlier, but that was not true. But there is a lot of activity in this area. Let me just show you the map once again. This is where the reporter from Fox 29 Philly is. He's at this intersection of Ridge Road so that's Route 23 and Coventryville Road. But the search area appears to be wider, and it's along French Creek. So it's this area. So it's a big search area, if you think about it. But there's a lot of activity down here. We don't know where the homeowner was that Cavalcante stole the gun from. We don't know that. Okay, let's put, this is Fox 29 Philly. Back with you.
As you can imagine, searching cars now may be of heightened alertness because of what happened, how Cavalcante was able to leave the first search zone.
So have they lost him? If they're searching cars, have they lost him? I mean, come on.
Unit 52456.
So give you an idea, we are on Coventryville Road and Route 100, or I'm sorry, Route 23, which is Ridge Road. There is a roadblock right now. They're only allowing people who live in this area to move about the area. They are turning other people away. Up and down Route 23, you will see state troopers dotted every 100 yards or so. That is after a confirmed sighting earlier tonight.
Chester County Hospital, 701 East Marshall Street for well-being check. No callers stated. Not the hospital. I need you ASAP.
So earlier tonight, that response is now what you're seeing now. And since then, since that response, We have heard reports of gunfire from inside the search zone, along with a homeowner. We are told opening fire on the escaped killer, opening fire, shooting 7 times. Unclear yet if Danelo Cavalcante was hit, but he was fired at 7 times by a homeowner, according to our own Steve Keeley. But in the process, he was able to get away, we assume, from that home with a .22 caliber rifle with a scope.
Maybe he offed himself, Bugler. We don't know.
Currently shirtless and blue pants. Subject known to have a .22 cut-off rifle with a scope and a flashlight and 10-round magazine. Once again, subject: 30 Hispanic male, 5 foot, shirtless, blue pants. Carrying a .22 rifle, cut-off, 10-round magazine, a scope, and a flashlight.
Well, you heard it right there from police scanners. They are now being told that a description of the escaped prisoner,
All units from the
telling all units,
description: Hispanic male, roughly 30 years of age.
Hispanic male, roughly 30 years of age, shirtless, blue pants, known to have a .22 rifle with a 10-round magazine, a scope, and a flashlight. That was the dispatch you just heard from Chester County Central Dispatch.
6-7 units on the 100. You copy that? You're gonna have a red Toyota truck with an officer in his personal vehicle going to Tillington Shopping Center. Unit 5545, the Recovery Centers of America, 235 Lancaster Avenue. For 6D Delta in the hallway. USB dispatch out for hypotension. Oh, okay.
Well, he can't go much further, surely. If he's shirtless and he's just wearing blue pants, and he's got no shoes on.
257 to command. Just be advised, I have an additional unit, 25, call 2, coming in his personal vehicle. It's going to be a red Toyota truck, crew cab. He's going to be coming northbound to my location at the Pewtown Crossing Shopping Center in his personal vehicle. Yeah, 5545. 556. We'll be out of the yard. It's going to be room 70.
Copy. Room 70. 70.
6-7 units on the 100. You copy that? You're going to have a red Toyota truck with an officer in his personal vehicle going to Tillington Shopping Center. Unit 5545, the Recovery Centers of America. Oh, okay. Command post, Monaco 4194 or 4149. Your status on Sulphur Road.
It means the barrel's being cut off. Like part of the barrel.
Copy, status okay. Reviewing camera footage.
Oh, thanks. There's no way I can sleep now. No chance.
Command post, Monaco 4194 or 4149. Your status on Sulphur Road.
We're 10-4 reviewing video footage.
Monaco 52, go ahead.
I'm not sure, Bugler.
Unit 556, your status.
56, I'm okay.
Maybe he stole the gun. Maybe that's all he could steal. Like 10 rounds. Maybe.
CPK, Canal Cars, Route 23, Victoria.
So he was
Monaco 52, 203,
breaking into somewhere.
Monaco 52, go ahead.
And
we cleared the inside of the residence of 1660.
And he was being fired at. It's not like he could hang around to try and find more ammo, was it?
Unit 556, your status.
56, I'm okay. Thank you.
Yeah, reported rifle with a cut-off barrel, yeah.
You available to get over, or you need me to head off? Yeah, I copy. Yeah. 2573 to command. Just be advised, I have an additional unit 25. Call. Thank you.
For those of you still watching, we're still waiting. We're still waiting out this search effort. Staying with this live stream for a little while longer.
Thank you.
Trying to find out some details with this homeowner who reportedly fired shots at the escaped killer. And we don't know if those shots hit him or not, but we're told 7 shots were fired by a homeowner at Danelo Cavalcante, but also obtained a 22 caliber rifle with a short stock, a 10-round magazine, a scope, and a flashlight. Definitely not what law enforcement wanted to hear. Now they think that this escaped killer has now armed himself with a rifle.
Yeah, this stream is coming to you because 2.5 hours ago, Cassie woke me up for a wee, immediately went back to sleep. I checked Twitter, realised that there's a whole bunch of stuff going down, so I went live. That's where we are right now here, in my house.
Unit 41435.
You hear the scanners in the background. We're monitoring this just like you guys. The helicopters are still up. This is by far the heaviest response we've seen today. Those helicopters still hovering that search zone.
That's Cassie.
Okay.
A couple media helicopters up there as well.
Billy.
Can you repeat your last radio was garbled? Copy, residents clear, still clearing the property. I-15 to CP. Yeah. Perfect, thank you. You know what their call signs are? Nah, it's okay. You could be the only Canarvan units out there, thank you.
Unit 41435. Unit 41450. Windows are going to be on the right side of the house. There's the best. Unit 41450, company route to the suspicious condition, 913 Grandview Drive, 913 Grandview Drive. The caller is trying to set their burglar alarm, and it's saying it won't because the basement window is open. We're requesting you stop out. Seems like the caller is not on location.
Command post to Monco 29.
Unit 41450. Windows are going to be on the right.
God. I just wanted to confirm some things.
You need to call into the command post 610-344-5277. 610-344-5277. Just in case you need them in the future, Carvin is on.
We'll have her breakfast when she wakes up.
Perfect, thank you. You know what their call signs are? Nah, it's okay. You could be the only Carvin units out there, thank you.
Unit 41435. Unit 41450, company route to the suspicious condition, 913 Grandview Drive, 913 Grandview Drive. The caller is trying to set their burglar alarm, and it's saying it won't because the basement window is open. We're requesting you stop out.
Software was negative. You have another assignment for us?
Two 2543, we are facing south behind French Creek Elementary. We moved along once you put over that Prizer was in the middle of the containment zone.
Radio room to command, caller exposed, and no remarks for Harmonyville.
Okay, do we still need units on 100 south of 23? All 3 copy, that's what we can do. All right, Monco 4194, 4149, that's where you're going to head. Go on 100 south of 23, you're going to be the east side perimeter. Just spray out as best you can.
What time is it? It's currently 5:38 a.m. here in the UK.
Two flights in 3.
Yeah, get me 400 likes. I don't know how many likes I'm on now because I can't see YouTube.
$15 to CP.
$100 between 23 and Harmon. That's affirmative.
4194, 4149 direct.
All right, guys are still in a holding pattern. We're still in a very high tense situation with state police trying to corner, squeeze out this Danelo Cavalcante. We're on night number 12 on a search for his, after he was escaped from Chester County Prison.
Put me out at 23 and 100 with my other unit.
Copy that.
One 1739. 2145. Just put me out at 23 and 100 with my other unit.
Copy that.
573 to command.
Okay, 2573.
To be going out on a track behind 3625 Coventryville.
Sorry, one more time.
2145. Just put me out at 23 and 100 with my other unit.
Copy that.
573 to command.
Okay, 2573.
2573, just to orientate the Monka units coming in. If they pass the Bravo Pizza, that's where I'm at. They've gone too far.
Oh, what's wrong one? 428 likes. Thank you, guys. 431. Thank you, guys. Is it still in Chester County? Yes. Yes, this is Chester County.
I-15 to CP. Yeah. Yep, got it.
I do daily videos. You're absolutely right. Go and check out all the cases that I cover. If you're new, welcome, welcome. Please subscribe to the channel, like the stream, helps with the algorithm and all that good stuff.
4149 and 94 direct. I-15 to CP. Yeah. Yep, got it.
Go for 500 likes. Yeah, 500 likes. 438 likes right now. JLR's very close to the site and sounds worried.
Yeah, I'm working on a couple things.
This is what JLR's seeing right now. That's JLR's stream right now. And then this is
I-15 to
29.
To be going out on a track behind 3625 Coventryville.
Sorry, one more time.
I'm not sure. Stand by. 2145. Just put me out at 23 and 100 Miley in it.
Copy that.
573 to command.
2573.
2573, just to orientate the market units coming in. If they pass the Bravo Pizza, that's where I'm at. They've gone too far.
4149 to 94 direct. I-15 to CP. Yeah. I call it 37 Millstone. Yep, got it. 4149, you can put us out.
Units when you're available. Fire department going out to 10 Crest.
447 likes.
What's it? 28 go. Station 6, Ken Crest Group Home, 291 Kirkland Avenue, West Wetland Township. File box 602. 93 Paul 6. I need you to, from your location, go north on County Park, right on Millstone. 37 Millstone Lane, 37 Millstone Lane. Caller reporting flashlights going on and off for about an hour in their rear yard every time the helicopter flies over. That's once again 37 Millstone, north of your location, right on Millstone. Station 6, Ken Crest Group Home, 291 Kirkland Avenue, West Wetland Township. File box 602. I believe it's a trooper above me. All right, can you just go and confirm? Yeah, 93 Paul 6. United 3 Paul 6. I think you're right. The caller's now reporting is about 220 feet behind their house. It could be a trooper on Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, they could see a flashlight, but they don't know whether it's a trooper. A state trooper.
Just giving you a little scene here. Everything's kind of locked down. You're seeing law enforcement come and go. Some rushing to the scene, but it sounds like what we do know, we're at a perimeter right now. The first perimeter that's been established in 48 hours, ever since the sighting, a confirmed sighting, we were told, of Danelo Cavalcante. Since then, we have learned his green hoodie has been found. His sneakers have been found. There was also a report from law enforcement over the broadcast. He is now potentially, they believe, armed with a 22 caliber rifle with a 10 round magazine, a flashlight, and a scope. So things have dramatically changed in the last few hours. Fox 29 Steve Keeley also reporting that a homeowner opened fire on Danelo Cavalcante. Shot 7 times. He opened fire.
Right in that area. Just unless you use reporting. We'll put you back on the original containment. Copy. Do you have the command sign, please?
Steve Keeley reporting that homeowner fired 7 shots in the vicinity of Danelo Cavalcante, and no word if he was found, or no word if he was hit.
Copy, starting your track.
So, it looks like.
What's going on back here? Get the correct passcode. State it was accidental. No further. 16 to CP.
Gracie 16.
FB16 to CP. Monto 52203 to command post.
Unit for 1 call 50, no answers, time 2.
41 Paul 35. We got contact with her. We'll be okay.
Yeah, I hope they take him alive. I mean, if they have to shoot him, then they
So earlier when we got here, you know,
52203, go ahead. All in where you are.
we were right in the middle of the search scene. We were right there when you probably saw it on the live stream that
it doesn't look like my department needs here anymore. Is there somebody like
we were headed down Ridge Road 20 Route 23. We saw state troopers with their guns out.
10-4, there will be PSP units remaining here. Copy that.
Unit 41-1235.
JLR is showing officers around the house he's in front of. Okay, this is what JLR is seeing right now. This is JLR's stream right now. So he's outside a house.
We are going to, we have some other videographers on their way to relieve us. They will not be, I don't think they'll be streaming, but stay tuned to Fox 29.
91 Kirkland Avenue, West Oakland Township. Alarm box for 632.
Well, that's disappointing. That they're not going to go the whole night. They can't leave.
Radio into CP. Yeah.
People are.
You have a minute.
Yes, there was a confirmed sighting of Danelo Cavalcante earlier tonight in this vicinity, and this vicinity is very close to where that van he stole from the Longwood Gardens area was abandoned here with very little gas early Sunday morning. It was tonight around 6 o'clock when there was another confirmed sighting of Cavalcante and in northern Chester County. And right now you're seeing the response here of that. We're in the French Creek area of Chester County. Along the Nantmeal Village area, if you live around Coventry Road, Prizer Road, Fairview Road, there is a lot of activity. You've most likely got a reverse 911 call telling you to shelter in place. This 12-day manhunt continues tonight with some stunning developments, including the fact that law enforcement is being told that this convicted killer may be armed with a .22 caliber rifle, a 10-round magazine, a scope, and a flashlight.
You can share a name.
We're also reported by our own Steve Keeley that one of those homeowners opened fire in the direction of Cavalcante after seeing him. Shots were fired. 7 shots were fired. It is unknown whether he was struck. Also, in the night, we've learned, for our sources back at the station are telling us that Cavalcante's green sweatshirt and white prison sneakers.
This is what JLR is seeing right now. JLR's outside a house. I don't know what house is there, but that's what JLR is seeing right now. And then this is Fox 29 Philly. So I'll share these links.
trying to.
26-33, status okay. That was the resident.
This is Fox.
Again, we will be
29.
shutting down the stream in a little while. Have we heard from anyone?
No, they're supposed to get back to us.
We're waiting on a relief.
Copy.
And then this is
Go
JLR
ahead,
stream.
TJ.
If anybody wants to go and check it out. Oops. I need to share it. JLR is crazy. This is JLR's link. If anybody wants to go and check it out. Ah, thank you, good thing.
For Cavalcante's
94.
capture has been.
Oh, they've just muted out.
Has been increased to $25,000.
When you were reviewing that surveillance footage, did you have any confirmed sightings of the gentleman? Negative. Black SUV drove down the road. Female witness said it looked like somebody got into the vehicle about 100 yards up from their house. Copy that.
Okay, all the notification or command.
Notification. We're inbound with a 21-year-old female out of RCA. Here, single episode after taking for Zoxon. So his pressure dropped about 9, here we're 60s. Currently alert or rated. Pressure in the 1 teens. We use some Zophrain, a little bit of fluid on board. Vitals are stable otherwise, and we'll be there in less than 10.
I know. He's got crazy numbers watching. He does crazy things. You've got to give it to him, though. It's pretty gutsy. He needs to stay safe, though. He really does. This is what JLR is seeing right now. And there's 20,000 people watching JLR. That's nuts. Fox 29 have got 9,500 people watching. That's crazy days. It's all right. You can give a name. It's fine. It's fine. As long as you are saying something positive about them, I don't mind. I don't like people mentioning channels in the chat if they're going to start being really negative towards them. But if you want to share a creator that you think is good, then I'm okay with that. So Fox have muted out right now. I'm wide awake. I've been awake since shortly before 3 a.m. It's now nearly 6 a.m. for me. You're going off to work. Enjoy your day. Or night, Monica, wherever you are. $34 more likes. No, 31 more likes to get to 500 likes. Been awake all night, Joanne. Oh, no. I don't know. It sounds like something JLR might get up to, but I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. My word.
All right, guys, we're back on the feed. We are still following the latest developments in the search for Danelo Cavalcante. He is still out there. He is still on the run, and he could be very close. That's because several hours ago he was cornered, or he was spotted, and that prompted a huge response, which is the latest.
We reached at the police station now. We're just kind of getting to find the panel to turn the thing off. Okay.
Yeah, Cash App doesn't take 30%.
Yeah,
It only takes a little.
I heard a lot of people. They are very concerned. I spoke with a husband and wife who lives in this very area, and they were concerned. And this was before the latest sighting. But I do know, in talking with several people who live in this area, some of them are armed. Many of them are armed, and they have no problem using their firearms if it came right down to it. Still coming to you live on the stream. Coming up on 1 o'clock.
Smile, you're on camera. $17 more likes. Hit the like button. We're about an hour away. Going to meet JLR for breakfast. It is surreal. I mean, have they lost him again, is the question. It's candid camera. I bet he's up a tree. Wow. Ugh. If he slipped the perimeter again, I'm thinking this guy is just like, he has the cloak of invisibility. If he's got away again, that would be absolutely nuts.
So earlier, once Steve Keeley reporting that 7 shots were fired by a homeowner at Danelo Cavalcante. It's not known whether he was hit.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think they've lost him, Sandy.
Do know that he may be in possession of a .22 caliber rifle that he may have obtained from that homeowner. State police also warning people out here of a description, and that description that they rattled off on the police radio was a 5 foot tall male who was shirtless with blue pants and carrying a .22 cutoff rifle with a scope and flashlight. That's the description law enforcement are now looking for. It's the same day that state police announced that
CPE to Monco 56502. Radio does how you copy the radio.
Cavalcante's sister was arrested, and
How do you copy this radio?
deportation hearings are already set for her to be deported, when it sounded like hold on just a second.
Look at JLR now. What's he doing? This is what JLR's seeing. So he's still outside that house. There's a roadblock there. That's JLR's audio. Helicopter.
We were inside the perimeter earlier when we were going down Route 23 Ridge Road in East Nantmeal Township, when we were told to move out of the perimeter, to move down the road, because there was the active search, guns pointed at the woods. This is on night number 12 now of a manhunt that has stretched all over Chester County, with hundreds and hundreds of law enforcement every single day trying to track this man down after he escaped from the Chester County prison on August 30th. He has been on the run ever since, as he wiggled up a prison wall, through razor wire and off a roof, and he has been on the run ever since. There's been nearly a dozen sightings of him over the past 12 days, but he has been elusive and slipped through the perimeter that they had around Longwood Gardens late last week. And over the weekend, it was reported by police that Cavalcante stole a transit cargo van from a nearby dairy farm that was in the perimeter, less than a mile from the Chester County prison. Somehow he was able to steal the van, that keys were in the van, and drive himself out of the search zone and containment zone, and 25 miles north in Chester County to where we are now. It was early Sunday morning when they found that van a couple miles away from where we are right now, and with very little gas, hidden behind a barn, and he has not been seen since. Well, now, around 6 o'clock tonight, Danelo Cavalcante was confirmed sighting, by who we don't know, but it prompted a major response, and you're seeing the search continue tonight. We can tell you a homeowner reportedly opened fire on Cavalcante on their property, fired 7 shots. Unclear if he was hit.
Yeah, they're up now. They're up.
And I'm going to put the microphone out right now. You can hear even more search helicopters right above me.
It sounds like he's barefoot. Yeah, they found his shoes. Yeah, Noodle needs a treat too, yeah.
You could probably hear the chopper right above me in East Nantmeal Township.
Yeah.
right above East Nan Mule. The village here. And this helicopter is just hovering.
Shirtless and shoeless, yeah. I mean, we don't know. He may have stolen some clothes, but he's tiny. So he'd have to steal like children's size.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can find this helicopter for you in the sky. Well, there it is.
JLR had to move again today.
2 to 42. I'm down here. I'll check it.
JLR's kind of frozen at the moment. That's what JLR is doing right now. It seems to be frozen.
We haven't seen much of that today until about 6 or 7 o'clock tonight on this latest hearing
That one also did not provide an apartment number.
sighting.
Okay.
512 likes. Thank you, guys. It helps with the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. What's the temp there tonight? I don't know. Hold on.
So according to police, they have alerted all of the law enforcement in this area that Danelo Cavalcante may be armed with a .22 caliber rifle, short stock with a 10-round magazine. And you see there's a armored vehicle leaving the area.
Currently 17-ish degrees. That's Fahrenheit. Sorry, Celsius. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit.
Just by their markings of their vehicle, there's no markings in their vehicle. I believe these are U.S. Marshals, or they could be Border Patrol. I'm going to find that out. I'm going to go out. But this is this team of all unmarked vehicles. I believe they're feds. I think if I see, is that a Virginia plate? I think it's a Virginia plate. So I'm pretty sure these guys are coming up from D.C., federal law enforcement.
So it's like 59 degrees.
A beat on them. Matter of fact, they're going to be parking right next to us, so you can see for yourselves. This is a team that just came in. Why they're coming here? They did stage here. We're in a little parking lot where they were staging earlier. So everyone you see, all these cars you're coming to see are law enforcement. Yeah, Joe Doc, if you're out there, yeah, I'm still working it. Roll down my window, you hear some more of that helicopter.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Miss Tillington is right here. She blends in. She's asleep right now. Hold on. Let me turn you around again. Tilly is. Where's the camera? Can't see.
All right, so a whole team of a search team just got out, just pulled.
Just blends in. She's next.
Pulled in here. They
Right.
Huh? Okay. They just pulled in. We're not sure. I know they're federal law enforcement. No, there's no briefing at this point. I doubt there will be a briefing unless something dramatic
They have them in
happens.
sight. No.
But right now, so
Not at the moment.
everyone, we are. I am going to shut down this feed right now. We've been relieved. We have another videographer on the way who's going to be taking care of things. Are you shutting it down?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to wait till we got back to.
Oh, we can. I just don't know how long it takes to get there.
All right.
We can do it now, too. Or we can wait.
Yeah, wait until we. Let's cut it. Let's cut it. Let's get out of here. All right, guys, we are going to cut the stream. I appreciate everyone who joined us tonight. A lot of things happening. Join us tomorrow on Fox 29. But we're going to hopefully get this guy. It's been a long night, but it sounds like there's some developments. Hopefully by the morning time, we will catch him. I want to thank all of you for joining the stream. I want to thank law enforcement who is out here. I want to thank all the residents who are listening and trusting us for tuning in. We're trying to keep you updated, and everyone who's been with us. Appreciate all. Have a great night, and stay safe, everyone. We're going to cut the feed. Thanks.
All right, so that's it for the coverage on Fox 29 Philly. Thank you, Tracy, for becoming a member. Welcome to the Secret Agents Club. Jess, thank you for the $2. Thank you. So for those tuning in, I'm going to cut it in a minute anyway. But earlier tonight, so about maybe 4 hours ago now, there was a confirmed sighting. I'll put the map back up just for a second. I need to reshare. There was a confirmed sighting in this area. A home was broken into. Danelo Cavalcante was shot at 7 times by a homeowner. We don't know if he received any injuries. There were reports that he'd surrendered earlier, but that's not true. He has not surrendered. So if you heard that he'd surrendered, he has not surrendered. The homeowner doesn't know whether he actually hit Danelo or not. But Danelo broke into the home to steal a gun, and he got away with a .22 caliber rifle with 10 rounds of ammo. So he's not heavily tooled up. That's a good thing. There was reports that a canine was shot, but that's unconfirmed. That was just a report from earlier. It could be a rumor. There was also a report that an officer was injured. An officer was injured, but it was unrelated to Danelo. So the speculation about an officer being shot by Danelo isn't true. The officer was burnt by, I don't know why, but it was unrelated to Danelo. Danelo is still out there. So you've seen the massive law enforcement out there tonight. So I've been tracking all of these developments on the map. So last night, as sun was going down, the police scanner was reporting that he was in this area right here on Win Hollow Road. Earlier today, they set up a command post at the church at Nampmeal Village. So this is all about a 5.5 mile route going northeast. Tonight, Fox has been parked here on the intersection of Coventryville Road, which is this one, and Route 23, which is Ridge Road, so right here. So just slightly north of Nantmeal Village. There's also been a lot of activity here. So there's a roadblock here at this intersection of Route 23, which is Ridge Road, and Route 100. So the search area is here. And there's been reports that he's been using this creek, which is called French Creek, to travel along. So presumably to keep his scent down. So that's something that has been speculated upon, but he's definitely in this area. This area right here. But they haven't found him. So the homeowner had a confrontation with him, but didn't take him down. But doesn't know whether Danelo was injured. He doesn't seem to be, because he's still out there somewhere. Unless he's lying down injured. He could be lying injured somewhere. That's quite possible if he was shot. There's also his shoes were found and his green hoodie was found. Maybe he's tunneling underground, yeah. Maybe he's found another tunnel, who knows. So he's shirtless and he is shoeless. So how much longer he can continue is anyone's guess. Yeah, huge props to the homeowner for defending his or her property. I've been saying he, I don't know, the homeowner might be female. So anyway. So yeah, props to them, especially if they managed to get a shot that, you know, presumably he was running away. I don't know. Somebody said there was some blood on the hoodie. Could have been. Could have been. I'd prefer them to take him alive so that he can live the rest of his life in solitary confinement in lockdown. Because they ain't going to give him much freedom in whatever jail they get him back to if he's taken alive. But he ain't surrendering. He is not surrendering. Shot would be blood on the ground. It depends. Could be just a graze. Could be just a graze. Or it could not be, maybe not injured at all. Maybe the shot's missed. We can only speculate. The homeowner does not know whether Danelo was shot. So that's the situation as it stands right now. So JLR's feed is also down. So I'm going to cut it for tonight. I'm going to go and get maybe a couple of hours kip. It's currently 6:21 in the AM. I've been streaming here for over 3 hours. So I'm going to get a couple of hours kip, and then once I wake up, I will see what the situation is. So it's 6:21 AM for me, so it's going to be, what, 1:21 AM in Pennsylvania. So unless there's any other break-ins or stuff like that, it could be that Danelo will just lay low and there isn't going to be any further developments for the next few hours. Who knows? As soon as I click end stream, it might all kick off and they might capture him. Who knows? But I am going to cut it here and go and get a couple of hours kip. And the dogs are up, so they probably want their breakfast. All right, guys, I'm gone. Thank you all for being here and joining me. You know, my streams don't get very many views compared to the thousands of views that the news gets. And JLR has been absolutely rocking it. He's been on scene. So, yeah, props to him. I know he's not everybody's cup of tea, but you've got to give him props for actually being there and taking the risks. All right, guys, thanks for the donations to those who donated. And I will see you very soon. Thanks as always. And enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your evening. Bye, guys.